Hello everybody and welcome back to the Cork City FC 26 career mode. In this series I have taken my local team from the League of Ireland, we've brought them over to England's League 2 and we are looking to go on a rebel takeover. And so far, it's actually gone pretty well. As you can see there, we have won every single one of our away fixtures here so far in all competitions in this first campaign. But you might have also noticed that the two L's next to our name both came at Turner's Cross at the hands of Notts County and more recently to Salford City FC. So in this episode, I am determined to get my first victory and also to score my first bloody goal at Turner's Cross. And the first game of the episode will be at the Cross up against MK Dons. I never thought going into this career mode that we'd be finding things a little bit easier away from home to kick things off in this series. But this game is full of surprises and hopefully we can put that very bad home streak to an end here in this game. Here's McManus, who I've been very impressed with so far in this series, and he is the first player to score a goal at Turner's Cross in this series. The man we signed from Bowes in this summer transfer window is the first Cork City player to send the home fans wild. I was just about to praise his stability in the midfield, and I was saying that defensively he's been very strong, but now we're seeing how good he is going forward as well. Really good run there from the former Bowes midfielder. He's actually put it through the legs of, I think that was Allen on the right hand side, but we won't care about that. The main thing I care about is that we finally scored a home goal in this game and we have taken the lead here against MK Dons. And that was one of the most boring first halves you will ever see here on the channel. That was literally the only thing that happened in the entirety of that first 45 minutes. But I won't complain. If the only thing that was going to happen in a half is us taking the lead, then I think that's actually a good thing. Well, that's a good ball though. It's Collins and Bran makes a brilliant save. It was offside, but once again, Conor Bran, who was absolutely excellent in the last episode, bringing his form over into this episode. I've given him the number 1 shirt as well. He was wearing the number 13 shirt, but that's a very unlucky number. And honestly, his luck has been very high in this series so far, so it didn't feel right to keep him with that number on the back of his jersey. I think he was that number 1 fits him very well. It really does. But I would love if this 1 on the scoreboard could turn into a 2 sooner rather than later. Oh, here they come again though, MK Dons. Feely with a really good interception. Bran manages to deal with it as well. Apart from that offside chance that they had, they've not really had any big opportunities, MK Dons, but we keep giving the ball back to them at the moment, which is really frustrating. Why have we not intercepted that? Oh, I don't bloody believe it. 15 minutes to go, and they are back on level terms here. Oh, that's so bloody irritating. As I just said, they didn't really have that many chances in this second half. They had none in the first half. But with 15 minutes to go, it's 1-1 here. And it looks like we may not be getting our first victory at home just yet. Oh, please don't bloody lose the game now. Please don't lose the game now. Good catch there by Bran. 6 minutes to go. Okay, yeah, we know the subs that came on. I don't need it getting in the way of the bloody camera, please. Here's Rory Keating. Another player who had a very good episode. O'Sullivan. Carl O'Sullivan, who's moved out to the right-hand side here, has probably just won it with 3 minutes to go. Could we be seeing our first 3 points here at Turner's Cross in this series? Brilliant finish there. I thought for a second he might have overran it and the keeper was going to come out and collect it. But no, it's a lovely left-footed finish from the man from Glanmire. Great ball there by Keating, I think it was. Yes, it was. And O'Sullivan, despite the fact the defender was marking him very tightly, managed to get the shot off. And hopefully now that has secured the victory. And indeed it was. At last, we have gotten our first victory in a home game this season. At the 3rd attempt. 3rd time is the charm, as they say, as Joe Turrell shakes hands with the opposing manager there. That's a big weight off the shoulders. I couldn't have that holding over us, that we were able to travel over to England every other week and get the victory, but not produce a victory here for our home supporters. That would have been really embarrassing, but thankfully Cathal O'Sullivan's late winner has ended that horrible streak. I was really hoping we might get a Premier League opponent here in the second round of the League Cup, but we've ended up getting Cheltenham Town away from home, which, no offence to them, isn't as glamorous a game as I was hoping for, so I actually might give this a quick sim. I haven't simmed a game yet in this series, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this goes. We have made a few changes there, as you can see, but do we advance on through to the next round? Yes, we do! Another penalty shootout! Oh my goodness me, it was a 2-2 draw initially. Let's see who scored the goals. It was Rory Keating, and Rory Keating again. Dylan Turl missing a penalty in both the shootout and in the 90 minutes. But Fitzpatrick, McManus, Feely and Drennan and Lee all scoring in the shootout, and we advance on through to the third round. Could we be playing a Premier League opponent very, very soon? I really hope so. And we then follow that game up with a fixture here against Cambridge United, who are down in 20th place so far here in League 2. I know it's very early days, but I will sim a couple of games here and there just to test out the squad and to advance the series on nicely. Look lads, this is going to be the longest series I ever do, so I will be quick simming games from time to time. So we have the full strength first team here. Can we keep up our brilliant away record? Oh my god, yes we can. Matthew Allen with a late winner there. Rory Keating on the score sheet again. Bloody hell, can we play away from home every week? Honestly, we just seem to win every single game on the road at the moment. We have gotten our youth scout reports back here on the 1st of September, but again, we've only gotten one player each, I think, in each of these scout reports. But we've gotten a decent looking striker here from the Republic of Ireland, Andrew Targett. Hopefully he can be our new target man. I'll see myself out. But anyways, 17 years old. Not the highest potential, but he is 58 rated at the moment, which is the same as both Keating and also Seanie Maguire. And as much as I love Seanie Maguire, Cork City legend, I just feel like I probably will have to cash in on him. So I am tempted to put him on the transfer list. Maybe wait and see what offers we get for him to go in January, and then we can reinvest that money into other positions. And at least now we have his replacement here, and he actually looks quite decent as well, Andrew Targett. So we will sign him up, and then let's go over to Northern Ireland here, where Brendan Doyle is the only player that's come back, 14 years old, so we can't even call him up as of right now. He looks okay, to be fair. Let me take that back. No, he doesn't. He's 46 rated, so we will be rejecting that. Oh, I've just realised his name is Taggart, not Target. Oh, well, that means my joke earlier. Not only was it a bad joke, it's not even his bloody name. So yeah, disregard what I just said there a few minutes ago. I also brought this guy in here, Ben Trowley, as a backup signing goalkeeper because Adamuso was supposed to be leaving. We did accept an offer from him from Drogheda, I think it was, but unfortunately the transfer talks broke down, so I ended up signing a new goalkeeper for seemingly no reason. Thankfully though, he wasn't that expensive, €60,000 to bring him in from Derry City. And we've already received an offer here for Seanie Maguire, €220,000. 59 rated at 31 years old. He may be a legend of the club, but I have to be forward thinking here, and I am actually going to accept this offer. I promise we will play another game in this episode, but after playing one home game, I kind of want to play an away game next, so I am going to sim this fixture here against Bristol Rovers, who are down in 21st place at the moment. Can we get another victory at Turner's Cross? We don't. For the first time this season in the league, we end up sharing the points, and Seanie Maguire might have just scored one of his final goals for the club there. And the deal has gone through. Seanie Maguire will be leaving the club in the January transfer window. I believe he's going to the Swedish League. I'm pretty sure that's a Swedish team. And we get a decent chunk of change into the bank. Although, we're only getting 146,000 from a 220,000 sale. That seems a bit low. I mean, it's still very welcome into our very, very low budget, but still, I thought we'd get a little bit more than that. It's sad to see a legend of the club go, but I do think that it makes the most sense for us, and I think it's a good move for him as well. And at last, we are back into some gameplay here as we take a trip to Merseyside to take on Tranmere Rovers. Oh, here's Turl. From the corner, he's hit the post. Oh, Fikra Kelleher brought it down. It landed at the left foot of Dylan Turl, who unfortunately wasn't able to find the back of the net. But we still have it here. Here's McManus. Scored the first home goal in this episode. Can he score a beauty of an away goal here? Oh my goodness me, yes he can. What a hit there from our summer signing. A brilliant episode he's had so far. And that is definitely goal of the series. in the early stages of this career mode. Let's take a look at it from this angle. I really wasn't expecting it to go in, but look, if you don't buy a ticket, you can't win the raffle. Keeper got nowhere near it, and that is a brilliant strike to give us the lead here in Merseyside. I know it's very early days, lads, but I might have to take back what I said recently about our promotion hopes for this season. We may actually be in with a shout. Here's Cathal O'Sullivan. Oh, good ball into Fitzpatrick. Can we double our lead here? Rory Keating, the man who has been starting in place of Seanie Maguire and who's had a brilliant start to this season, doubles our lead here just after the half-hour mark. And this looks like it's going to be another very successful away day for us in this series. Cathal O'Sullivan here with the delivery. He's got a decent corner on him. And of course, just as I say that, it goes right into the hands of the keeper. I have put our new Youth Academy striker on the bench as well. I decided to drop, I keep nearly calling him Harry Maguire, Seanie Maguire for this game. So we probably will see a debut in this game here as well, as Tranmere whip that ball in. Looking to go on one of their first attacks of the game. Feely does really well to intercept that. Into Kiernan now. Out to Fitzpatrick, who runs right into the defender. And here they come again now, Tranmere. Here's Norman. Oh, he's gotten the best of Kiernan there. Are they going to pull one back? Can feel a goal coming, but of course Conor Brann is there to stop it from going in. Why am I not surprised? Oh, it's off the bar. They very nearly pull one back again there. Just about get away with that one. And O'Sullivan looks to break now. Gone up to a 60 rating as well, which is really good to see. And we have brought on Taggart. Here he is. His first touch as a senior player. Can we get a goal here on his debut? Plays it into Gilchrist. Can he score? Another Youth Academy player tests the goalkeeper, but that will go up for a corner. Here's Taggart again. I really want to get him that debut goal. Oh, he's done really well to get the shot off there. Oh, the defender was marking him tightly. He still managed to shoot. Beat the keeper, but of course he would beat the post as well. Oh, the last minute of stoppage time, and Tranmere Rovers do pull one back. But it's too little too late. Scant consolation. We won't get the clean sheet, but we will get the 3 points. And we still don't get a bloody Premier League team here in the League Cup. It's Plymouth Argyle who we will be playing here in round 3. I really want to play a Premier League team. We'll probably get battered, but just for the experience, I think it would be really cool, especially at this stage of a career mode. But no, it is Plymouth, the team formerly managed by Wayne Rooney, and of course the team that did beat Liverpool in the FA Cup last season in real life. So I don't want to take them too lightly. They are a division above us as well, which is something I do need to keep in mind. But let's get into it. The final game of the episode. Can we get to the 4th round of the League Cup in Season 1 of this Road to Glory career mode? Oh, that's a very unlucky bounce there. You know what I'm going to say, lads. You already know what I'm going to say. Conor Brann, what a save. Take a shot every time I say that. Well, maybe don't actually. I don't want to encourage alcohol poisoning on here. Here's Murray, one of the changes that we have made for this game, and Taggart getting his first start as a Cork City player. I didn't want to rotate too much just because, as I mentioned, Plymouth are a League 1 team, so I do want to give them respect. But here's Allen, a regular starter who's done really well. We did call him up from the initial youth players that we were given. He was the only one born on the island of Ireland. Doesn't have the best potential, but I tell you what, at the moment I feel like his dynamic potential will kick in at some stage. But they cleared that away. Kelleher does well. Out to O'Sullivan here. Into Murray. Another block there. Honestly, the amount of shots I've had blocked in this series. There's been probably the same amount of blocked shots as there have been Conor Brann saves. But here we are on the attack again. Murray into Taggart. The young Youth Academy player on his home debut scores his first goal for Cork City. Oh, what a moment. Let's just say he's Cork born and bred. Andrew Taggart, the target man himself. I really wish that actually was his name, Target. I was so disappointed when I realised it wasn't. But still, we won't worry about that. Murray does really well there. He's had a really good start to this game too. We normally play Fitzpatrick on that left-hand side, but this game might give me something to think about. And Taggart then has his first goal here in his career, and we take the lead here at Turner's Cross yet again. And I wouldn't mind doubling the lead before we go into half-time. Murray's had a really good first half here. He has the assist. Can he get a goal now as well, Murray? Good save there by Hazard. That's something I never thought I'd say. But we get another corner here. which Cathal O'Sullivan will take. Right on the stroke of half-time, basically. It's in towards Dylan Turl, but unfortunately flies over his head. We have seen none of the ball here in the opening stages of this second half. It's a decent cross in, which Bram will catch. I really don't think there's any dispute at the moment who the player of the season has been. Honestly, Conor Bran, what a player. I'm sure you're probably sick of hearing me say it now. I really wasn't expecting our goalkeeper to be putting in these types of performances, but here we are. He still has the clean sheet so far in this game. Can we now get a second goal? Taggart on his home debut looking for a second goal, but forces a good save from their keeper. Here's McManus. He's already scored one beauty in this episode. Hazard with the save, but for a second I thought that was still going to drop into the back of the net. As Joe Turl watches on there, you know what, 25 minutes to go, I think I will make some changes. Okay, Taggart is absolutely knackered. I may have forgotten to edit his training plan before this game, my bad. I'm going to put O'Sullivan on the left, and I'm going to bring McLaughlin on as the 10. Let's give Murray a game instead of Gilchrist, and let's bring on Feely for Lions. Oh, that's a good ball. Plymouth with a decent move there, and thankfully their shot ends up missing the target. Curtis somehow doesn't even test the goalkeeper with that chance. Let's see this again. Edwards does all the hard work, and honestly, that ball nearly ended up in bloody Limerick. But that one didn't end up in Limerick. That one ended up in the back of the net, and with 15 minutes to go, the League One side are on level terms here. Oh, I can feel the momentum swinging in Plymouth's favour here at the moment. Pieface will be very happy if he's watching this, which I'm sure he's probably not. But anyways, oh, that's a good ball in. Can Bran make the save? No, he can't. Oh, and it looks like the League Cup dream might be coming to an end here with just over 3 minutes left to play. It's a beautiful bit of football. I have to give them credit. Keeper could do nothing about it, and it looks like we might be crashing out of the Carabao Cup. We just need to push everyone forward now. We have nothing to lose. 3 added minutes. We're already into the first of those 3. O'Sullivan with a terrible ball there. And it looks like that is going to be that. Well, look, it is what it is. The referee still hasn't blown the whistle. Now he has. It is what it is. Honestly, I think we did really well to get to this stage of the competition as a League 2 team. I really don't think we have anything to be ashamed of. It's a pity that we didn't get to play against a Premier League team, but of course we still have the FA Cup to play for this season. And honestly, I'm very, very proud of the team's performance here in the League Cup this season. And you know what? We have 2 games left here in the month of September. The first one being against 20th place Gillingham. So let's give this one a quick sim and see how we get on. Oh no! We get another defeat here. A 2-1 loss to one of the lowest performing teams here in this 4th tier. Taggart with yet another goal there at Turner's Cross. But Gillingham with 2 goals in the second half mean that we take nothing from this game. To be fair though, our away form has been a lot better than our home form this season, so I feel a little bit more comfortable simming this game here against Chesterfield away from home, and we do get a 1-0 win, Keating with the only goal of the game. And we have gotten our final scout reports from both the south and the north of Ireland. Here in the Republic, we have both David Monaghan and Paul Murray, who looks very, very decent. 57 rated, 17 years old. Let's sign him up. David Monaghan looks okay. But to be honest with you, I think I might just reject him. It's probably going to take him too long to become a CDM. Of course, that's what we play with. Gilchrist, to be fair, is getting closer and closer to becoming a CDM. So for now, we will reject David Monaghan. And let's have a quick look over at Northern Ireland. Again, we were only looking for a left back. And yeah, we've only gotten 1 decent left back from this scout report. Not too much of a shock, considering it was 1-star judgment and 1-star experience. So yeah, the fact that we got any decent player out of that is a success in my book. And speaking of success, what a brilliant start to the season so far. 10 games in, and we find ourselves in an automatic promotion spot. I was not expecting this at all. I mean, that game against Notts County on the opening game of the season did give me a little bit of belief that we could have a decent campaign, but I didn't think that we'd be up here level on points with them, only behind them on goal difference, and just 2 points off Swindon Town on top of the table. And as you can see there on the right hand side, the first game in Monday's episode is going to be a top of the table clash, and I'm very much looking forward to it. But lads, that will do it for the final episode of the Cork City Career Mode this week. Thank you all so much again for tuning in. We will be back on Monday with that huge top of the table clash, where hopefully the Rebel takeover will continue. If you did enjoy this episode though, lads, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel as well, lads. At the time of recording, we are very, very close to hitting 800 subscribers. I would love to hit that before the end of this first season. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you all again on Monday. Take care.